The day my sister died wasn't the worst day of my life. It was the first day I realized the dead don't always stay gone. 2 years ago, Priya slipped into a ravine and took our family with her. She was our sun, our anchor, the person whose laughter filled empty spaces, and whose absence turned warmth into bitter silence. My father became a ghost in our home, quiet and lost. My mother drowned her grief in endless charity events, and me? I became obsessed, haunted by the feeling that Priya hadn't just fallen. She had been pushed. Priya had always been a magnetic force, charismatic, adventurous, alive. But her greatest strength became her fatal weakness, Arjun, her ex-boyfriend. A man whose charm masked darkness, whose obsession outlived their relationship, whose shadow lingered, even after her death. At first, Arjun's sudden reappearance after Priya's funeral seemed tragic, understandable even. But grief has boundaries, and he crossed them, quietly invading our lives, always bearing jasmine flowers, Priya's favorite, like twisted tokens of remembrance. My mother opened the door to him, blinded by sorrow and sympathy, but behind Arjun's eyes was something colder, something that made my spine tighten and my instincts scream. Priya shared secrets with me, he'd whispered, cornering me at Diwali, his voice dripping with menace. She wasn't afraid to die. My heart sank. Priya had documented everything, including Arjun's sinister persistence. Her journals painted a portrait of a woman hunted, texts unanswered, voicemails ignored, a relentless shadow she couldn't shake. Still, my parents brushed it off as paranoia until Arjun started appearing everywhere. Birthdays, festivals, even lingering at the end of our street, his car idling ominously in the dark. Finally, last week, amid my father's subdued birthday celebration, I confronted him, the tension crackling between us like an electric storm. "What are you doing here? She never wanted you around." Arjun stepped forward, calm and terrifyingly confident. His voice was a quiet blade. "I was there on the trail that day. She didn't slip. She looked at me and asked me to let her go." His words pierced deeper than any knife. "If she slipped," he continued, eyes blazing, "why didn't she scream?" That night, shaken and terrified, I called the police. But Arjun vanished like a phantom. No trace, no evidence he'd ever existed. Now every night feels suffocating. Every creak, every whisper is a threat. I barricade myself in my room, eyes wide in the dark, heart racing as my fingers grip the phone. Yesterday, something compelled me to open Priya's journals again. Maybe desperation, maybe hope. But my blood froze at a fresh entry. Ink stark and violent on the last page. He's not watching, he's inside. Now I understand. Death wasn't the end for Priya. And obsession isn't bound by mortality. Tonight I won't just lock my doors. Tonight I face the ghost who never left, Ithi.